Well, I
Can you
see.
hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Where Tamika did a video today expressing
Can you hear
herself on
me?
what has been said. So
I'm getting a lot of feedback.
Background feedback.
expression has turn off YouTube.
I'm getting a lot of feedback.
Background feedback.
Expression has
I'm gonna go out and come back in.
okay. Let me see if I can find that
I'm
link.
gonna go out and come back in.
Okay.
What video? In the meantime, in between time, Miss Stacy and Ray, Tamika Scott dropped her final clapback video, and this video had the receipts for a lot of stuff because
okay, here's the link Shalomi sent me. I think that's all of it. Click on it and see if it works. If it doesn't, I'll have to let me see.
If you just search Tamika Scott, it'll pop right up because it's the latest one.
It was
about
it was
8
good.
hours ago. Yeah.
Shalomi was a mess. You read one of his comments, Shalomi?
She a hot mess herself. It takes one mess to recognize the other mess.
Mess recognize mess.
Yes, Tamika, the daddy's girl, and her mom runs. Yes, yes. Yes, Tamika. Shalomi, look on yours and turn off YouTube altogether. Close that.
Say that again.
Shalomi, look on yours and turn off YouTube altogether. Close that.
Say that again.
Shalomi,
you gotta get off of YouTube.
There we go.
There you go.
Just like that.
Just like that.
So,
yeah.
Shalomi, what did you think about the comments about what did you think about the show when they were talking about when they were rehearsing for Escape?
I mean, they were right. Like, she's acting. Candy basically summarized it correctly, or the analogy she used. Like, she's acting like she's Gladys Knight and they're the Pips.
Yes.
But I think there has to be a point where they have to put the brakes on it, because she's not coming to rehearsal, she's not coming to sound check, but she wants to just appear and perform.
And they got some new steps, and she don't know the new steps.
Or what if they had to change a routine on a song or something? What is she going to be doing when she gets up there?
Right.
So they have to come to some kind of consensus. I think, honestly, personally, I think they're better apart.
I think they need to let it go.
And I would go see the trio. I have no problems going to see.
No problem at all.
Right.
Well, hello there, Miss Wani.
It's 1A.
Miss Wani.
I had to go put on a her. She wasn't ready. I had to make sure I was a little bit okay.
Well, listen, y'all. What do you think about that line that that guy that's always with Candy said that don't make someone a priority, that makes you an option?
That is.
What do y'all think about that?
Perfect.
I thought that was so apropos.
He couldn't have said it better.
Shalomi, did you share this on your channel?
I probably did. I don't know. Hey, now let me
I don't see you up top. Wait a minute, that is you up there. So you did. Waiting on Wani to come back. She wants the old Coco to make an appearance. Oh my goodness!
You don't want Coco from the Boogie Down Bronx, Miss Stacy.
No, we don't. You shared it, Shalomi, because I see up here up top that it's checked.
Okay.
But I thought what that guy told Candy was true. You making that girl a priority, and she don't give 2 cents about y'all. You need to cut her loose.
I think
the minute. But here's what I want to ask:
for them to go their separate ways.
Who owns the name Escape?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Who owns the name Escape? That's Candy
it's
owns
not
the name.
Them. No.
Who owns the name?
Not Candy, because remember when the first time Candy left, when Latasha was supposed to leave first, they went by Escape 3.
Right.
When they were performing without her. So I don't think she owns the name, but Escape is the 4 of them, right? So I'm not sure what that looks like in 2022.
Somebody needs to own the name. And that way, if they own the name Escape, then they can put her out the group, and she can't use the name Escape.
I think they
Right.
probably have some. I think there are probably some legalities to that.
Mhm.
I don't think
They
it's a.
need to fix.
I
They
don't
need
think it's that
somebody needs to
easy
own the name.
for them to put her out because what she's. This is what I think she's doing. She's straddling the fence. I want to be on my own, but I want Escape as
Just
a
in case.
backup
Right,
in
Mhm.
case the solo thing don't work. I have something to fall
Absolutely.
back on.
right. I can come back to them. They
Yeah.
always gonna need me because I'm who I am.
No, but her sister is singing her parts and is doing a phenomenal
Exactly.
And
job.
sounds
And
fabulous.
was
Let me
good
see
I have
it.
singing her
no problem.
parts.
And you know what? This gives them an opportunity to really dig deep
Yes.
and pull
It's
those
a
voices
stretch.
out. Like they can
Right.
do it. And they
Yeah.
have done it. I have no problems going to see the three of them.
None.
Me
There's
either.
I
another
totally
Destiny's
agree.
Child going from 4 to 3.
What is-
Exactly. And her sister, Tamika, can sing.
That's
She
what
can
I just
sing.
She
You
can
see,
sing.
KJ, I don't
He's
think
starting mess.
Tasha's gonna make it in the gospel
He's starting
community
mess.
at all.
No,
Mm.
no,
KJ, I don't see
not
it.
after this.
I don't
And
see
you
it.
know, I really feel like it's one thing to want to be solo, and that's fine because she has a really nice voice, but she does not have her attitude. First, she needs to be humble. If this
Right.
does not humble her right here, she's never gonna be humble. But it's the way that she went about it. She was being sneaky and conniving,
Yes.
and because she thought that she feels like they need her, but obviously she's not
They
paying
don't need her.
attention because they've been moving on without you and selling out.
Right.
You are not the golden
Absolutely.
ticket to the group.
Absolutely.
Then Sherelle says that Latasha says she came up with the name, but does she own it? It doesn't matter who came up with it. Who
She did
owned
say
it.
that.
Probably.
But this is the thing, though. But
Not
how did
sure.
when they
Jermaine Dupri,
travel?
oh,
I
Jermaine
think
Dupri
so too.
owns
I
the
think
name.
Jermaine owns it.
So when they travel
Okay.
as and they perform as who? Escape 3?
Escape. No,
That's
that
what
was
they
back
did
in the
then.
day. That was when that was back when they just broke up in
Yeah,
the 90s.
the first time, yeah.
Yeah.
But Candy wasn't with them then. It was just Tiny.
Right. That's when Candy was writing her songs and
yeah.
had her.
I think it has to be the 4 of them for it to be called Escape. Anything outside of the quad, they have to
be
some
something
kind
else.
of
Yeah.
probably alter the name a little bit because
Yeah.
legally they probably can't do it.
Now Bree says
Anyways,
she just saw a
that's
little bit of it of the video and her jaw
Yeah.
dropped.
Bree, oh my goodness.
the receipts there. She had receipts.
Oh my,
Man,
and when
did
she
you see
tells
that?
Allegedly.
I don't know why
Allegedly.
they did. Yeah, exactly. Why
Yeah.
did they just set it up? Because she said, "I don't want to drop this. I don't want to do this." So, but Latasha, now this is the
Won't
other
let
thing.
it go.
It's like, is she a puppet? It's almost like
Hello, Greg.
I don't know if something is happening behind the scenes where he is pushing her. She's been on every platform trying to get like sympathy and saying all this stuff. But if you knew you did this to your sister, or you knew about it, and you still talking. I mean, and then when she was like, well, if it's about the 30,000, whatever it was, I'll just give it a $30,000. If it was that simple, you would have given it to her.
Done it 10 years ago. 10 years ago, Wani. So there's something more to it. He does give off a Svengali vibe. I don't know. Something about him.
The only thing that's bothersome about it is that I hate to see families go through this, especially sisters, and they were so close before. And this just kind of it breaks my heart to see families having to go through this. It's hard.
Publicly.
It's hard out of the public eye.
Yeah.
Yes.
And more so you're in the public eye. It's quadrupled, like the issue, the tension, the stress, the frustration, the anger, the pain. Right? It has to be hard. So as much as it's messy and we're looking at it, and
entertainment value is through
value,
the roof.
entertainment and all of that stuff,
Yeah.
It is a family in crisis, and my heart goes out to
Yeah.
them. And
Yes.
I was just saying
very
that to my
sad.
husband.
We,
KJ,
you know, I'm sorry,
yes,
said and done.
Tasha can sing. Tamika can sing her part. She was doing it in
Yeah.
rehearsal the other day.
And she
Yes.
has, because they've performed as a trio before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she was hitting those high notes just fine.
Yes, she
Just
can.
fine.
She
Yeah.
can. Now, one thing I want to say about what Shalomi said was because they were so close, but were they so close? Because it seemed like their closeness was one-sided, and it depended on one stepping back and being in the shadows of the other.
While the other
So,
That's a good point.
And
good
so
way of
when you're in a situation like that, and it was almost like she was just going along to get along.
Yes.
You know, she didn't want to start no waves or whatever. Yeah, she didn't want to start no waves. Even though this is what you did to me, you still my sister. I'ma ride with you. And I think it's also one thing because it was her sister, but it's another thing when it's your sister's husband who may be doing it, and your sister is standing by and allowing it.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes,
allegedly.
Yes,
allegedly.
Yes,
you're right, Stacey. The husband is
gotta throw that in there.
I'm just so disappointed. Escape. Yeah.
It's too much drama. They're still my group. I still love them.
Still my group.
I
would still pay money to see them.
I would go see them. Anyways, ladies, that's all I have. I'm gonna step back so you guys can have your show. I don't, just wanted to share my input.
Okay.
Yes, because she's been waiting to hear her input since yesterday.
So now, if any of you saw the ending of the show where Kandi was saying where she left it, like they were going to cut her out, I thought that was the best decision.
Cut her out.
Yes.
I think that was the best decision.
Yes. And I think really Kandi, because it's always been painted like Kandi as against Tasha or whatever. Kandi did not want to be the one to put it out there. She wanted it to come from somebody else.
Right.
So, although that is probably what she wanted and what is probably best for the group moving forward. But I will say this. Everything that has, from my point of view, and if it was me, but everything that has been done and said and put out there, none of it can be taken back. You can accept apologies and everything, but for the way that Latasha has portrayed herself and acted, she would not be allowed to come back into the group. That would be the one stipulation. And I really believe that even without her, they are going to do amazing.
They're going to do fine. I think they're going to be just fine on their own without her.
Miss Steph, I don't know if it's editing. Well, it might be a little bit of editing and everything else because Mona Scott Young is notorious for that. Shady editing. But notice how Latasha, she wasn't showing up to any of the rehearsals. She didn't want to show up to sound check. Then when she gets to the apartment where they're all sitting there talking about how the show is going to be, she is steaming because Tamika went and did the specs and did everything else with the guy. And then after that, when she went to meet with Kandi and Coco. Did you see she had no ideas? No. Oh, I have so much going on. Like everybody got stuff going on, child.
She doesn't want to be there. They're just like a safety net, like Wani said for her. She didn't want to be there. She showed up because she only showed up because Coco was going to be there, not because of Kandi, because she didn't want to talk to Kandi. I watched her behavior. She showed up there because Coco was going to be there, and she just wants to be seen. And I'm the one there. I'm the one that's trying.
Yes. Shalomi said allegedly, Mona Scott.
Allegedly, yes.
Allegedly.
I watched her, and they was talking to her in the clip of the show, and they asked her, "Are you going to be? I don't know. Are you gonna? I don't know." Are you gonna be? I don't know. And I'm like,
what is
why
she giving
are
you
you there with that hair? I don't know.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh shit. I was like, oh my goodness. Why is she there?
The blonde.
Yes.
I was just too done with her.
She is team too much. Team too much.
And then when I saw the video that her sister put up today.
Okay, so let's talk about it. Are we going to talk about that? Let's talk about that. You saw it, Miss Wani?
How she had evidence where her sister had changed her address and sent the copy of her passport to prove that she was her, to change her address from her home to her home. So she's been getting this girl money all this time. And the girl asking for her money, and she's only saying 30,000, but it's
more than that.
More than that.
It's more than that.
And then she got proof that talking to the lady, showing that she set them up and got the addresses. And then here she shows proof. Here, you can see where she changed my address. You can see what she sent in the form and changed my address. Here's her signature. Here's her husband's signature. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yes.
Going to Tamika's video, she said that she gave Tasha. That part got me.
That part.
Oh,
that part.
I was like, why would you have somebody to hold a sex tape that you made?
Wait. Husband said, no, this same husband wanted, he said, if you did that, Tam, is there anybody you would trust to give that to hold?
Nobody. Nobody. I would have went and put it in the safe deposit box. I would have buried a tree on top of it. Nobody would know it's buried there but me.
I don't have to watch it burn myself.
Grab the mic and remind them who you are. I don't care. Oh, I don't care about husband either.
I don't like that.
I don't like a husband. But you know what got me about the sex tape thing? If you don't stop talking about this 30,000, I'm gonna release the tape. Release it.
Yes,
but allegedly that's not. It's not from him, right? It's a fake number.
No.
They told her that.
No, in the number that it came from, I saw. Oh goodness, I forgot who it was, but people have been researching. The number was the mother's number. That's what they're saying, allegedly.
Oh.
And she got this proof, and she said, keep on. Y'all will end up in jail because she got proof that you changed it and signed your name.
Wow.
She got a copy of the checks that you endorsed and said that you were her. She got the copy of the applications that you sent in and
she has it all. You said she has
over $30,000. What were you thinking?
What were you thinking?
Listen, Miss Stephanie, remember our jaws dropped when Tamika said that in the first episode, right?
Yes.
You can't make an allegation like that. That's why I immediately believed her.
Yes.
You would have to be a crazy person to make an allegation like that, right?
Yes.
And not have any proof to back it up.
Yes.
She was so adamant, like, Mom, you know they did this to me. Right? She's the fifth member.
Yes.
So she knows.
They use the money to buy you your house and buy you your car and furnish your house with Tamika's money. And you should have acted like your
house look bigger than Tasha's.
Had to pay taxes on it.
Maybe taxes on the money that
on money I never get.
Right. Why would I continue to pay taxes on money I didn't receive? Somebody going to jail so I can get my money.
But she didn't want to do that. That's why she didn't pursue it.
But the way they pushing her, the way she ended on the video, on the video when she ended it, she said, "Keep on."
Yeah, keep
they
on.
Gonna make her press charges and turn them papers in.
Now this is going to be the thing. If they release that tape, like they're threatening her that they will do.
Tape, it's over.
Oh, it is over. Now, it's not only is it over because I believe then Tamika is going to move further, but that gospel community
is over.
It's going to lose that record deal.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
And the thing that got me was you got to deal with you and your sister. Somebody else got to manage and you gonna sit there and say that it's me, I sing, I write, it's my business.
Yeah. But remember, she also said in her video that she released last week, if y'all watch that, it was so heavily edited. And in that video, she said that, my sister talking about that record deal. Did y'all know that me and my husband wanted to get her in on that record deal? So I kept saying to myself, well,
wait a minute, that contract has both their names on it.
So if you wanted it to be her, then why? What happened? Why isn't she on it? So you're telling us that she was supposed to be on it, but you didn't give us a reason, right? Yeah. So what are you trying to insinuate? Allegedly.
But Tamika gave us the reason, because Tamika said that when they was talking about, the deal or whatever, Latasha was like, no, you do the acting and I do the singing. This is mine.
Yes, I am Diana Ross.
I am her.
Okay.
But then the part that really got me is that you done went out and changed your sister's picture off of her acting and stuff. You done got yours put up there as her name.
Allegedly.
Because that could be anybody.
Anyone can do that. Yeah.
You change her picture to yours, so people think that you are the one that's doing this.
Yeah.
It's her husband name. Ooh.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Baby, I want you to see this. We did this. We did this. No, I can't.
Oh my goodness. It is just awful. It is awful.
I just wanted to go thump.
Entertainment value.
I wanted to thump him in the head because I was like, I can't with him. I've only seen you a little bit, and you already make me want to just thump you and say, sit down somewhere, little boy.
You don't remember him from R&B Divas?
Yes, I do. Because I remember how they started up that mess with Kiki White and her husband. I remember that mess on her that they stirred up. And that man kept telling that dude to leave her. She don't respect you, leave her. And that man walked out on that woman and all them children behind them two.
Yep.
But that child put his butt up. Yes. He left Kiki pregnant with their, what was it, 9th child?
9th or 8th?
8th or 9th child, because they told him that if he was a man, he wouldn't be putting up with her the way she talking. She make him look belittling him. He need to find him a real woman. And that man left that girl and them kids behind them. But now you paying child support for 9
kids. I hope you have nothing that's going to make me leave somebody I love. I'm sorry.
I know. I know.
Yeah, I don't like Rocky. The first time I saw him on there, he just gave me this.
I agree.
It's just when you see a person for the first time and they just rub you wrong.
It's about aura.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sense it.
Stacey said he ran back. Oh, he ran because he didn't want to pay the child support. But then she married
somebody else.
He married somebody else.
He married. Just had another baby by a new husband.
Not the same short guy.
She remarried somebody else.
But can we talk about the headlining though? What do you guys think about the headline in question? When they all sat at, I think it was SWV's rehearsal, and there go Candy, Miss Money Lady.
Yes.
Hello. We don't want, you're not going headlining because on all our tours, we're the headliners.
But see, okay, so but I understand because Candy thought that she was thinking about multi-city tours.
Okay.
So I think so. I am Team Escape. I'm sorry. I am team. I think they probably could have co-headline, but it was only one gig. So co-headline. But if we're doing multi-city, I'm sorry. I think Escape should have been the headliner.
Right.
All of them?
All of Escape, the ones who show up.
I mean, all of the shows, Miss Money. How about I do one, then you get one, then I get one, then you get one?
I think it should be equal. I think it should be flip-flop. It should go back and forth.
Yes, I could do that.
I could do that.
I think it should be flip-flop. But B says that Rocky pulled a gun on Kiki's husband. I don't remember seeing that.
Allegedly, I heard that somewhere too.
But I thought it was Nikki Gilbert's husband.
Was it?
I think it was Nikki
It's
Gilbert.
one of those. It's one of them. Yeah.
But
you would be seeing SWV.
The thing is, though, Miss V, what I'm learning.
I think they should co-headline, but that's not gonna work.
I agree with that.
They're not gonna want to give up that equal power. They're gonna know who's gonna open, who's gonna close.
Right, but what I'm learning is what my husband said. He said, "Listen, Tam, you got to remember who's bringing those people to the show."
Exactly.
Right? So people been watching Candy, they've been watching Tiny, and now all of a sudden they're here and got there in this group. Yeah. There are generations that don't know anything about Escape, right? So yes, you're gonna bring in the old school 90s,
right?
But you're bringing the people that are watching reality TV now and are familiar with Tiny and Candy. It's Tiny and Candy. So on that respect, you can say, they do have a point.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I also think that when you're with both Escape and SWV,
it was Nikki's husband.
Yeah, okay, it was Nikki's husband. One, you're gonna get a really good show. The whole that ticket was gonna be amazing.
Right.
It was going to be amazing. And like you said, you can bring in both demographics of the young and the old. But this is the thing, though. If they co-headlines from city, right? I was a fan.
Breathe.
But the thing about this is Coco, she always got the most money. She wasn't fair with that. And at least in Escape, they divided everything equally. Right? So if we're going back and forth, every time SWV, they coming up short.
All the time.
All the time. All the time. So I don't know. I when we think about it that way, I might say SWV because they might need the coins a little bit more. My girls do, and I love me some Lily.
Oh, Lily!
All right, look who's coming in.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness!
How y'all doing?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good. Let me tell you. I believe that the show was always supposed to be one night only. They mentioned that from the beginning. Yeah. But it's true that Candy and Tamika look at their social media and them being relevant. Yeah. Well, much more relevant than the SWV right now. Right. But for the culture, I believe that once they understood what it was for the culture. There's no way that I felt like Candy should have come in. I understand what she's saying, but like again, I'm saying for the culture, they could have split that. Because Tamika from the beginning, she was like, yes, one big show and we all get involved. And then this one does a song, that one, not the group by itself, but everybody showcased their individual singing and talent. And I think as women, they shine better because it's true, they all are individual, even though they are a group. But some of them, for a while, we haven't heard them, you know what I'm saying, carry, like sing by themselves.
True, but they can still blow. They can all still blow.
No, I know all of them could blow, but to see each one of them showcase on their own, because there's guy groups who does it and who have done it successfully.
So wait, so what do you mean each one? You mean for them to each one of them to go solo?
No. What Tamika explained and what SWV understood when Mona Scott came to them about it, it was one night only.
Yeah,
and
one show.
Each one of the girls will come up eventually. They'll sing together and they'll sing individually, but it was an intimate show for the culture to showcase after the verses happened.
Right.
and they could make money off of it. Sometimes you gotta forget, sometimes, just for the greater good, it's not always about the money.
That's true.
Because even after they did that tour, their likability would have even been more, because after they did the verses, people were reaching out for them to do different things. So now they each could have went off in the individual group and blow up, because look, Tamika, Latoya, whatever her name is, the sister that took the money, girl. That's what's her name now. The sister that took the money. Latasha. Look, now that she's not there, now Tamika gets to hear her voice.
Yes.
Yes.
You know,
rehearsal the other day, she showed she can carry that tune, and she sung that part, and she sung it well.
But it's always sad for me, because I have 10 brothers. Well, I actually have 11 brothers, right? I'm the only girl. And I always love sister relationship and girlfriend's relationship, because me, myself, has always longed for that. But my personality, sometimes people don't know how to get me, because I'm very sharing, I'm very giving, and I'm very loving. And it comes off to some people because I have this, this bubbly personality at times, and at times I'm shy too, but they look at it as either bragging because because I'm giving, it looks like I have a lot. But you could give out of a little and still be happy about it.
Yeah.
So when I see women are not getting along, or the go behind the back kind of stuff, if I take it kind of, it's not my business, but I kind of take it personal.
Yeah.
Because a woman, and I've always said that a woman could never be my competition. Everything that God blessed her with, He blessed me with it too. She may go on to higher studies. Okay, I haven't gone, but that doesn't make me any less. We could both sit at the table, and we could both bring our gifting and talents. And the thing is, this world is so big that there's room for everybody.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yes.
And KJ says, regarding the sister that took the money, she is never going to confess. No, she's not. And the only way they're going to get her, KJ, is that Tamika turning all that evidence to the police and show.
But they said when you make one lie, you have to make another and another to cover up the lie. And
another one.
Yeah, and if she didn't try to make the sister look crazy, like she had mental issues, that's why she was saying that. She went so far to say, well, remember she had lied on Candy too?
Yeah, she tried to pull in other people to get the light off of her, to put it on somebody else. But she said, I apologize to Candy, and I apologize to Tiny for what I said. She said, because I was
doing that for you, boo.
Yeah, but
sister. And she said, but I apologize to them. And
but if you look at it, right? Them by themselves, I believe that they could get along.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But whenever you put a greedy man in the midst who really don't have a tag along spirit and don't have a life of his own, and he's living everything true, because when he met Latasha was with somebody else, and he was big and bold. He was big and bold and went up to the guy. And Latasha, I was shocked that she said that on the show. He went up to her boyfriend at the time and said, I want her. And she thought that was cute.
That's not cute.
That's not cute. That's a bully.
That man had an ulterior motive.
Right now.
He had a motive. Look at him now. He was a ticket. He could spend that money, and that's what he wanted.
Exactly.
And girl, come to find out, is she's just the paper woman. She's just the wife. He have allegedly babies, 5-year relationship, and girl, I done abandoned my group of my sisters for you, and that's the way you repay me, girl. It was Waiting to Exhale. It was what's that movie again where Angela Bassett light that car and everything else?
Waiting to Exhale.
Yes, it'd have been one of those. A boof.
Oh my
I done embarrassed myself in front of the world, and that's what you give me, a baby mama and other women. Girl, bye. Did you see his interview? Did you see part of his interview with Tasha K?
Oh my God, he should have shut up. He should have done that.
What happened, Miss Wani?
Oh my God,
he was saying when he said that the sister was sending him pictures.
Yes.
Yes, and he also said that the girl, the reason why he can't talk about the girl who supposedly have his baby, the 5-year relationship, is because the feds are involved.
Whatever.
What are we talking about?
Sex
trafficking? What's happening?
It's called caught red-handed, and I ain't got nothing to say.
Patricia said the movie called Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Yes, ma'am.
Well,
no, Miss Patricia, that was Waiting to Exhale. That was the clothes in the car.
Yeah,
it's Waiting to Exhale.
Just the girl walk away.
Yeah, Thin Line Between Love and Hate is when she stabbed Martin.
That was Martin, right? That was that.
Yeah.
And what's her name again?
Angela Bassett.
No, not Angela Bassett.
Wasn't it Tamala?
No, what's her name?
What's her name?
Terry McMillan?
No.
That's how Stella got her groove back.
What's her name?
Tasha K said he is done.
Hold up. Is it the movie with Tyler Perry?
No, it's the movie with Martin Lawrence.
Martin
Lawrence.
Is
talking about it's Martin Lawrence.
Let me see if I can find it.
Tamala man.
That lady's name.
I can't think of her name. I can see
honey.
Tamala Jones.
Plain as day.
No, Lynn Whitfield.
Lynn Whitfield.
I saw her.
Thank you.
He needs something done to him because you're gonna. We already stole the money together. But you had the nerve to make other women eat off our teeth money? Oh, hell.
Allegedly.
But ladies, I'm gonna step in the background and let somebody else come on here. You guys are doing an amazing job.
Thank you.
I'm still gonna be here in the background.
Yeah, all right, Wani.
Bye.
Bye, Miss Wani. We playing Room for Rent tag team. Who's tagging in?
Yeah.
Anybody else want to come on and talk?
And that's why I was saying earlier that, it's not an enviousness, but I value girlfriend's relationship and even sisterly relationship. And when to see a sister just go down like that or, join with someone else.
I know it. But him to attack your sister, come on now.
Now we're gonna sound like our age when and your parents said charity begins at home.
Yes.
What do you guys think about when they were at rehearsal and it was obvious she wasn't gonna show up? And then Tiny was like, well, what do you want to do about it, Candy? Daddy, I'm like, what do you think? What do you want to do?
But it sounds like because of Tamika and girl, I can't remember the girl with the 30,000. What's her name? Tasha. Has a relationship, has a soul friendship, so she don't want to teeter on that line. But it seemed like her and Candy already spoke about it. So that's why she put the ball in Candy's court.
Yeah.
I felt like they had a conversation. She was like, just spit it out. Just spit it out.
Because I think they had already talked about kicking Latasha out, period.
But they didn't kick her out. She left. They had to move on.
They need to quit allowing her to come back.
That's the
Whenever
thing.
she feels like her net has broken, she runs back. They need to stop letting her in.
But I'm saying people are so silly. She could have done both things and have the support of them. Not only that, while she on stage, like what Fantasia does. Fantasia does her regular music, but she always break out with a gospel song.
Right.
And she could have used that at advertisement. But when you have the devil on the shoulder, who want it all, including the 30,000.
Wait, did you guys see that time she was in her confessional and he came behind her and whispered in her ear?
Girl, I would have slapped him in his face.
Notice the aura. You kind of notice that shift, like,
yes,
this was so eerie. Something about it just seemed,
yes.
I don't know.
It seemed very controlling, because why couldn't she answer the question on her own?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You're right, KJ. I like how SWV has finally got over their issues and they moved on. And they're still, right now, they're getting a 50-50 share with their money. You know, they're equally being paid when they do their things.
But
and
you
I
know,
like that they have gotten over the hump.
Yeah, but you know what KJ says is the reason for that? He says, finally, all of the members of Escape understand their role.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they've accepted their role, right? Now, we know Coco can blow the house down.
Mm-hmm.
Bye,
Lily and Taj, bye, lady. Lily and Taj have very nice, mellow sound and tone, and they harmonize very well.
Right.
But as for being singers, right?
Yeah.
But
so
it
they
also
understood how that Coco is the big dog.
Yeah.
But I listened to an interview also, and then bits and pieces that I picked up in the show.
It did, Janine.
I think it was a maturity thing that happened to them.
Yeah, too.
Yes.
It was a maturity thing that happened to them. They realized that we as one, we are better together.
Better together.
Right.
Because even though when Coco went off by herself, even though she could blow, she hasn't gotten as big as SWV has gotten.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 100% agree with that.
Yeah, and that's when you have to understand your strong points are for the greater good. We're going to do this, and then we all go off to our individual areas. But when we come together, that's where maturity comes in. Let's do what we need to do. These people pay their money. Let's give them, let's leave all the egos on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Because I believe that Tosh, the other two may have struggled when the breakup happened, but Tosh, she married well.
Yes.
No, she
married a basketball player after a while.
She struggled as well.
Yes, she did struggle. But those other two have struggled more than she has. Yeah. She had gotten a job at a coffee shop and
longer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wally,
yeah. I don't necessarily think Coco
struggled. He likes to tell her what to say and when to say it.
Excuse me.
Well, when I said struggle, I'm not talking about homelessness. After Taj, she worked at a coffee shop and other places, but after she got married, she did better than they did. She didn't have to worry where this and that was coming from.
I understand.
Yeah.
And Coco, she, even though she was married, we don't know if she was making more money than her husband, but she was carrying her family.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I know when they first got back together, it was a lot of bitterness.
Yes.
But I think they have matured a great deal.
Mm-hmm. Miss Wani, I love you a lot. I don't know about that really part. That word really is messing with me. They can, yes, they absolutely can. But really, I don't know. I don't know about that. What y'all think?
I think they all could sing.
Yeah.
But Coco has more of a distinguished.
Yes.
She has a higher range than they did. That's what we are really used to.
Yeah. They're more lower registers.
Yeah.
And it's weird how Candy is a lower register. She's a tenor, but she's like a tenor soprano because she can make the really high, hit the high notes as well. So
I do not think Candy could sing.
She won that Masked Singer.
Yeah, whenever.
Those are fighting words, Miss V.
Candy can sing. Now, when she got on the Masked Singer, I couldn't recognize who she was. But then when the end came up and she won it,
and she's supposed to hide her voice.
She wanted to prove to herself that she could sing.
She did her voice very well on the Masked Singer.
And she did good.
I didn't know it was her at all.
I didn't know it was her.
She has a very distinctive voice.
Wanda said, okay, Lily can hold a nice note.
Yes. Well, in my head, I'ma say what Tamar Braxton said. She said Candy sung like a billy goat.
Oh Lord.
Oh my goodness. V, you crazy. Wanda said it.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, Candy is a better writer.
To me, Candy is not really a singer. She can hit notes. She knows about music, but she is not to me, she's not a singer. There's better singers out there. I don't know. To me, she's singing her nose.
Gerald, what do you think about is Candy a better writer or a Tiny?
I know more Candy stuff.
I know more Candy stuff, so I would say Candy.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's not a bad thing that I don't believe that she's a great singer because we have heard great singing.
Right.
But in the group, I believe all of them individually could sing better than Candy could. She's just better well known to me.
Wait, what you say, Miss Wani? You have to come back.
You had to come back.
Let me see.
No. Y'all are not about to do this with my girl. I'm sorry.
What happened?
She can sing. Now,
Candy can sing.
She can sing. She can hit those high notes. Now, if you want somebody to do all those runs, she might not do all of that. But I'm sorry, Candy has a beautiful voice.
She does. When she did the Masked Singer, she sung so many different kinds of songs, and I didn't know it was her.
Come on with it.
And then when it came down to the end, when she sung a song, I caught her voice, and I said, that is Candy. And then when she pulled out the mask, it was done.
It was done. I'm sorry. I had to come back on here because I was about to do cartwheels up in here and y'all couldn't see me.
Let me see you do the cartwheels. Let me see you do the cartwheels. Then I'm gonna believe Candy can sing.
I can't show you what's up under this, but believe me.
Oh my goodness.
That's right, Janine. I had to come up in here. I had to hold my ATL girl down. Thank you, Juwalisa, just like that.
It's just like Alicia. It's just like Alicia Keys. I think certain songs she could do, but on a lot of songs, it just seemed like she is screaming to me. Like she is really trying to hit that register. And I mean, it kind of sounds good, but it's not a sing. Some people could sing without music and it sounds really good.
Girl, and Keys, Miss V, don't do it.
You know what? see? V, you about to get everybody started up in here. You about to start a mutiny. Don't
be now.
Don't do it. What you gonna say about Rihanna now? Come on.
Oh my goodness. She better not say nothing about Riri.
No, you better not say nothing about my Mrs. Jenkins.
Yeah.
Now see, at first I thought I only started, on certain songs you would hear Candy, and I could tell her voice. But then when she did the Masked Singer and she sung the different songs, I could tell a girl can really hold a note. She can sing.
She did really good on that.
She can really sing. She just not there to be pretty. She can really sing.
Yes.
Well,
and Tamar, I'm like, okay, Tamar can sing.
Yes.
Tamar, yes, Tamar can sing. But I think that Tamar, and I don't know Candy's background, but there's certain people who that they learn to sing in church.
Yeah.
Yes. And so it's certain things that the church ear and church people listen for. Those type of singers.
Absolutely.
Right. Is the type of singer like when we're in chorus, and that's when you learn that you can hold a note and you train your voice.
Yes.
That is her type of singing.
100%.
Yes.
Right.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Now, V, what you got to say about that?
not to
Church singers.
but some people could really blow, and I'm into music, even though I can't sing a lick my damn self.
Right.
Yes. A lot of bodies said 100% guarantee. Thank you very much. Thanks. See there?
Hey, Lotta.
Look here.
Patricia said no. Alicia Keys. Oh, she said she can't sing.
Oh, Alicia Keys.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
But look here.
Yeah, Alicia could sing.
Oh my God. She said Alicia's is hard. A hard note for her. My goodness.
Oh, come on, y'all.
I don't like none of her new stuff, but yeah.
Can we go back to something that Tasha said? I think it was this week's episode. She said something about they came against her mama, and her husband. Who is she's talking about?
She's talking about the fact that they all believe she stole Tamika's money. So she said they came against her and her mama and her husband because they told her that she was lying, that they know that y'all three know where that girl money went. Mm-hmm. So that's what she's talking about.
Somebody know.
Well, if Tamika got the checks with the signature on the back and the paper that you filled out and sent in, she could turn it easily into the police, and y'all, all three of y'all, go to jail for stealing that girl money.
Mm-hmm. In her video, she kept saying she didn't steal no $30,000.
Yeah, you didn't. You stole more than $30,000.
Allegedly. But allegedly, the accusation wasn't hurled against her per se. It was about the hood.
Yes.
Allegedly.
So Tamar's whole family can sing. Yes, they could.
Yeah.
They really could. And I really think did y'all hear Tracy's before she passed?
Yeah.
Tracy had a beautiful voice.
Yeah. She reminded me of Tony's voice.
She did. Tracy reminded me of Anita Baker a little bit.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She can sing. Tracy could really sing. And what held Tracy back was they kept calling her fat. So she stayed in the background because she actually thought in her mind, with them telling her all that time that she was fat and that she was ugly. So she stayed back in the background.
And the fact that she got pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, did you guys see the the interview? Candy was on Shannon Sharp's show, and she said when Tasha first got the first record deal and she was about to go single, on her own, solo. She said to them, Tamika and Tiny, y'all can go keep having more babies.
Yes, she sure did.
Who said that, Tasha?
That's what Tasha told them.
Allegedly. I was like, what?
But there's on the thing they did about the unsung version.
Yeah.
They have it in there where she told them they could go and keep having babies. She's gonna go and do her solo career.
Yeah.
And her solo career didn't even happen.
Right. And you notice she tried to hint in her video that all of a sudden now Candy had a solo album, kind of hinting that some way, somehow, Candy kiboshed her solo project. I didn't know Candy had that much power back then.
Me neither.
Stacey, you're right. That was a hard thing when Tracy passed.
And I remember that song that Candy had. I loved it.
Yes.
Yes, it was a really good song. I think it may have had like maybe 2 or 3 songs on that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Is it Every Man Wants a Woman?
You know what?
That is
Why did she do that? Why did she do that?
You know what, V?
That's escape.
Why did she do that?
Y'all are wrong. All right, y'all. I'm gone for real.
Oh, okay.
Don't y'all say nothing out of place again.
Then you gotta come back.
You like mess. That's why you came back.
I had to defend my homegrown girl. That's
so you like mess.
I felt like my hands were tied and y'all couldn't hear me over here.
You should have screamed in the chat. That's all you had to do, scream in the chat.
I was, but y'all didn't hear me. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Yes, Carlotta. That's one of my favorite songs.
Yes, that was a song.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name of the song?
All You Need Is Understanding. I love that song.
Those are my high school days, y'all.
But I'm ready for next week's episode so I can see where it ended.
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Wait, where did it end? What happened? Where did it end?
You guys see the? Sorry.
Go ahead.
Where did it end?
Did I see the interview with the father?
No, I didn't see that. I don't mess with. Was it Tasha K?
No. She did. I forget the name of the channel that the father did an interview on.
I think it's Tasha K.
No, it wasn't Tasha K. When I seen the interview, his first interview, it was on. I'm gonna go back and put it in the chat. Okay. I cannot remember the.
I need to put it so we can look at it.
Yeah, he did an interview, and it was at one point after Escape, the girls. Well, what he mentioned is that they weren't doing that good, and they used to come get money from him.
Mm-hmm.
And he was good to them. And he said that him and the wife, it wasn't no cheating or no anything. They grew apart, and they both decided when they weren't getting along. He said there's no domestic violence or anything. They both decided to separate, but they co-parent. He worked for the sheriff department. He was a police officer. And he said he supported his kids. He said he never had a child support order or anything. He used to go, they co-parent, they hang out with each other. He ate at her house. He said if he knew that she didn't like him or hated him, he'd have never ate her food. He said after the show come about, that's when he knows she didn't care for him.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting, Miss V, because from what I've seen and how we see this little information, we assume we know these people, right? From the little I've seen, she kind of seemed like she gonna let you know. It's gonna be hard for her to hide her disdain.
No, he said for years they got along. He said he was their manager before they got a manager. Like Jermaine Dupri and all these people, he was the one that introduced them. He said the mother was never really interested in their career until it took off.
Oh.
He said he has never been to one of their concerts because, eventually he realized once they start making that the mother she tried to separate them.
Right.
Okay.
Trying to control one of them to get the money.
Yes.
It's a money thing with them.
But he said he was the one. He said Jermaine, well, he took them to, because he was the sheriff and he had to be security for a lot of these people.
Okay.
Was the one that introduced them to the music scene. He himself is a singer also. The ex-wife is not a singer.
Oh.
She told some type of.
Yeah,
and Jermaine, he said, and Jermaine Dupri said to him, he said, Mr. whatever his name was, Mr. Jackson or whatever. He said to him, if he ever makes it, he will not forget the girls. He said they used to make jokes about the name Escape. He's like, what, they escaped from jail? What type of name is that? He said, but they kept the name and they could have sing. He said, and at one point, Tamika could not sing that well. Her sister sang really good. And he used to tell her, baby, keep trying. You're going to develop your voice. Keep trying. He said, and eventually she got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was like, he said, well, they've been strange for a while, him and the daughter, because he said that she didn't even invite him to her wedding.
Him and the one who allegedly stole the $30,000.
Yes, she didn't even invite him to the wedding. He said, the mother seemed to have a problem with Tamika because Tamika, the mother will be around the house saying this and that. The other daughter would not correct the mother, but Tamika would be like, no, mommy, daddy is not like that. So yes, they always.
So that's where the animosity is.
And she even characterized herself as a daddy's girl.
She went on Teen Mom to criticize.
And I
you know what he said? The father said he just had some type of major surgery. He said his daughter was there when he went into the hospital. His daughter came to see him every day. And when he came out of the hospital, Tamika was right there to take him home and make sure that he was okay.
Wow. I think I was shocked to find out somebody hated me and I thought we got along really well. And then to find out later on TV of all places that she really hated you.
And let me tell you what he said about Rocky. He said that Rocky came to his church because he's a minister now. He said Rocky came to the church and asked the church hand in marriage. He never one day asked the father for his daughter hand in marriage. He said Rocky put on a show for the church.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And they never invited him to the wedding.
So he didn't walk his daughter down the aisle?
How are you not going to invite your father?
Only Tamika. Tamika is the only one wedding that he went to.
That's interesting.
But you know what? It kind of makes it understandable that LaTasha believed everything the mama said and not see it for herself.
But she's the older one, so she should know better.
She should know better. She should know
everything. Because
when we're also a little jealous of the fact that the father, everything Tamika did, the father kept supporting Tamika. But it wasn't the point that he was saying that, good night, Wani. Wani said she's gone. Mr. B is home.
Oh, right.
It wasn't the fact that he, the father, he pushed Tasha to let her get herself, to get her grounds. Tamika, he pushed Tamika to feel confident in herself, and he kept telling her, you can do this, baby. You just keep going. You can do it. But LaTasha wanted the daddy to say, you're great. You're number one. You're better than everybody. But you didn't need that pat on the back because you were doing what you were doing good. You didn't need that extra push. And that's what it seemed like to me. She's upset with her dad because he didn't give her that pat on the back and push like he did Tamika.
But you think when you get older, you put things into perspective and you will say, well, my sister needed that help.
Right.
I didn't need that help, but daddy was there for sports. He was there for...
You would have to be somebody who is keen on reflecting that mirror.
But you can see she's not because she let that man tell her in her ear how to answer questions.
Yeah, she ain't doing that. She not doing that.
Because I remember on the R&B, Women R&B when she was on there, I remember her telling Kiki that a wife's place is to sit back and be quiet and listen to what the husband tells her to do. The husband is the head of the household, and his word runs everything. When she said that, I knew she was crazy.
Girl, these people are crazy. The Bible say follow him as he followed Christ. And if he ain't following Christ, he's gonna be that mere mortal man to me.
And I listened to the way she said and how they talked on there. And that's what made me stop watching it. Because of what she said, I knew then this girl got some problems with her mind, and this man is controlling.
I don't understand this. Like, to my core, I am a submissive woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think that people get the word submission wrong. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Men get it wrong, and a lot of women. It's not control. Yeah. If you're not free to speak, I mean, with respect and all, if you're not free to speak, you're not free to express yourself. Right. Look, she couldn't answer a question on her own. Honey, that's control.
Yes.
I didn't work. My husband worked. Was an attorney. And I had no problem. And he never told me that. I met him with money. I wasn't working. I ain't had no money when I met him. I had 5 kids. That's all I had. But I understood hard work, and he didn't get to where he was when I met him by being all, crazy with what he has. He seemed like he was a planner. He got himself, in a certain position. And when I met him there, my thought was not to take away, but we could be better. Absolutely. We could grow together. He never looked down on me. My husband had a doctorate degree. He, top guy also in the military. He's a veteran also. But I never thought about, he was.
Yeah. Well, ladies,
breaking up on my end.
Breaking up, Vicky.
So, are we Team SWV or Team Escape, y'all? In the chat,
let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Yes, let me know what team are you on.
What team are you on?
That's right. What are you?
Repping? Me?
Let me. I'm SWV. Let me just say this. That's what a lot of women don't understand. Well, with me myself, over a certain amount, I always told him what I was doing, and it didn't take away from me, because from the day we met, he told me everything he has was mine. Why will I steal from myself? Why will I destroy what we have?
That's right.
So, in the position that even she was the singer, she was bringing in the money, he was, behind her. That's your money. So why you have to be so timid? That's out of control. And a lot of men use the Bible to control women, where they themselves don't even believe in it.
True.
All right, ladies.
I love SWV.
And I need to go. My husband just came home.
All watching?
I need to go and get dinner. So we're gonna watch it next week and be back on here
next week.
Because I'm excited to see what's going to happen next week. Because the way it ended with them looking at Kandi, asking her, "What are we going to do?"
Right.
And kind of left it up in the air about cut her loose or.
But we know what happened, because the mess is still going, and the mess got messier.
And that we're watching stuff that happened last July.
Yeah. Yes.
In 2023.
But SK, I watch in the.
You're going in and out.
Yeah. Can you put that last comment back up again for me, Miss Steph? Yeah. I can't see them. Because the younger ones come into their own.
Yeah.
There's the one after that.
Yeah.
Miss Janine, what team are you?
Did she say?
No, nobody said. Is anybody here?
I know Stacey said she was SWV. And Wani said she was Escape earlier. But I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight.
Anywho, they're black girls and they all are bomb.
Yes,
Absolutely.
they are.
They're all
They're
amazing.
black girls and they all are.
I want to thank everybody for showing up tonight for our first episode, and we will see you next week. Tamara, what I'm gonna call you, Tamika? Tamara.
I heard you. I heard you.
Tamara, what do you have
Look
to
at
say?
Tamara done got Stephanie. Tamara done got Stephanie in the mess. I heard Stephanie said she wanted to fight. See, good friends don't do that to other friends. You know Stephanie got anger issue. We might have to take her to go get help after this.
Yes,
Yeah.
Miss C.
Girl.
Right? After we talked about it on Sunday, she was like, girl, we should do this. Like, okay.
I did.
Thank you for having me, Ms. Steph. This was amazing, as always.
I'm really enjoying myself.
Yes, thoroughly.
I'm glad
Thank you for coming on and hanging with me.
Tamara.
Huh?
I'm glad I got hold with you with this because this is good.
And you know what? I will say this. I love to see that. It warms my heart to see us women that could, even though I wasn't a part of it, but to just come in or to see you guys vibing, like you said, Sunday, joining the YouTube community. You never thought that you would get to know such amazing people, even though you never met them.
Never met.
That the love is there. You could tell the sister is there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I can say I love all of you. In terms of what happened to me before, in the last year, I want to tell people who I care about that I care. No one should have to tell you that I love you or I care about you.
Yes.
Right. That is
So love to the ones that are in the chat. I love everybody.
Amen.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Well, I will see you guys next week. Same time, same channel. I'm ready for next week.
Okay, and Tamara, after this, don't get Stephanie in no other mess, okay? Because
I'll try not to. I will try not to.
Y'all, we should watch Huntsville.
Oh, I never watched that one. I have not.
I started watching that one, but they kind of made me mad, and I didn't.
Oh Lord, Stephanie mad again.
They made me mad. I couldn't. The way that man was talking to his wife, I want to fight. I had to leave that alone.
Oh no.
Perspective.
Love you too.
Love you too.
Steffi's my boo. Steffi's my boo. Steffi, she have this soft voice. And one time we were on a live, and I said, "Is Stacey whispering because her husband don't know what she bought today?" I didn't know that she had a soft voice. I said, "Is she whispering?" Who's in the next room, Stacey? That you didn't want them know you bought that reindeer with the buggy.
Oh my gosh!
I'm being mad.
Rocking with us, Miss Steph.
Huh?
Thank you, Janine. I said Janine's been rocking with us all night.
Yes,
someday. I hope we all can meet up someday. Love you guys. I'm about to go to Home Goods and
enjoy
the food.
Don't buy no more bus.
Okay, bye-bye.
I saw the bus collection this week. Don't buy no more.
She is too funny. I love V.
She is.
All right, everyone. I enjoyed myself. I know we had a lot to talk about, but I cannot wait for next week's episode. Tamara drawed me in this and got me hooked. She got me in this.
It's some good tea, man.
But when I watched it, I was like, you want to do a show on this? We need to talk about this. Oh my goodness. It was a good episode. And I had a ball as well. I'm glad you did.
Thank you, Janine.
So I want to thank you guys for coming. Don't forget to give us thumbs ups. And we'll see y'all next week.
And watch the replay.
Yes.
Bye, everybody.